happening, ladies and gents? Welcome to Talk to Me, the show where I get my friends to talk to me. Today I've got George.
Finally.
Finally, bro.
Since when?
It took us a while.
Yeah.
I think it took us a solid 2 months to get this actually going properly. And then over the last 2 weeks, I've been annoying you for
I was like,
days on end.
I was like, you know what, this kid is getting out of hand, so I might as well just do it. Let's just get it done.
That's what I do. I break people down, bro.
Well, it worked this time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's 2022, and this is our first one, our first Talk to Me for the year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my friend. How's the new year treating you so far?
So far, so good.
So far, so good?
So far, so good.
No issues?
Can't complain.
That's it, bro.
I leave everything in God's hand.
That's what I like to hear.
It's the best thing anyone can ever do.
Well, ladies and gents, as you heard, this is our new theme song for Talk to Me.
I like it. Very, very smooth.
It's a little bit jazzy, you know. We can thank Ryan for that again. Ryan hooked us up, and mate, we're getting more professional as the days go on.
No comment. No comment.
I don't know how professional Stat and I can be, but we're trying to anyway.
That's too much.
Well, ladies and gents, if you don't know George, you're Goose's mate. But you knew him before he became the Goose.
He calls me his best mate, but I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either, mate.
Oh, well.
As soon as he ran back into you, we were just out of his life.
I know.
So how'd you meet Goose? What's the go there?
You know what? Goose, we grew up from school. Kindy to high school. All right, but I wouldn't say me and Goose were best friends. We were close mates.
He was closer with your wife, wasn't he?
Yeah, because she used to keep drilling him with all the jokes she kept putting on him.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But anyways, after school, we got married. Then I bumped into him.
You and Geraldine, not you
me
and Goose.
Geraldine.
Yep.
Yeah.
You two, just so we're clear. You and Geraldine got married?
Yeah, we got married. Then where was we? If I'm not wrong, we're in Woolies in Bankstown. Bumped into Goose. Had his long hair going on. I'm like, who is this guy? Like, all right, I'm just gonna go with it. Anyways, he came. Hi, I miss you. This, that, 1, 2, 3. I gotta come over, see you guys, because you got married. Anyways,
It's about 2 years ago, right?
I'll say about that.
Yeah.
I'll say about that. Then, if I'm not wrong, it happened before I had my first child.
Okay, so it was right before your
Right
first
before,
child was born.
I'm pretty sure Geraldine was pregnant. Then he said, no, I've got to come see you guys, got married, Hanika and whatnot. And I was like, yeah, no worries, guys, whenever you're ready. Happened first time. Didn't come. 6 months later, we bump into each other again in shops.
No way.
Yeah.
Was it 6 months in between?
Yeah. I'm
That's
coming
sad.
again. I'll go say, I feel so bad. I did come see you guys. Like, yeah, cuz no worries, whenever you want, come. Had the first kid. Still didn't come.
No way.
It took 3 months since Grace was born. Till Goose came over.
And then finally he was
Yeah,
there.
then, I don't know. It just happened from there.
And then you couldn't get rid of him from that point.
It's like one of those ticks you can't get rid of.
Well, I remember it. Goose came up to me. He goes, bro, I ran into my mates, George and Geraldine, at Woolies, this, that. I go, okay, nice. Didn't think too much of it. He goes, yeah, I'm going to go see him. I didn't realize it was 6 months in between.
Yeah, it was time goes quick.
Bro,
Time
and then
really goes
from that
fast.
point, all I knew was that he was at your place 24/7. Constantly.
I would have said it's the biggest regret, but he's all right, the kid. He's all right.
Every single week, we'd say, Goose, we're going to go hang out. He goes, sorry, bro, I'm at George's house.
Oh, the jokes.
And then he goes, bro, you got to come meet George. You got to come meet George. You'll love him, this, that. And out of spite, I said, nah, I'm not meeting George. He goes, why? I go, because George stole you from us, bro. Anytime we want to hang out, anytime we want to hang out, he's at George's house.
What did I do?
So I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, no worries. And then finally I come over. And you two are so much better than Goose. I was like, bro, let's switch out.
She'll get rid of him.
100%. We'll figure it out. But no, one thing that I do want to get into in that is how persistent Goose was, right? In regards to you guys getting to know God. Because in that time, Goose was constantly coming up to me, constantly saying to me, mate, pray for him. I'm witnessing to him. I want them to know God. How did that all start?
How did that also? All right, with Goose and born again Christian.
Yeah.
And before all that, I grew up in that sort of field of people.
Okay.
My mum's born again, and all her mates, all the elderly people. So with that, I sort of understood the whole.
You understood the background?
Understand the whole background of it. So I wasn't too witty about it. I was always, I understand. because
Mhm.
I believe it. It's true. And if I'm not wrong, my missus always had this anxiety about like what happens after
Death.
After death.
Yep.
Anyways,
And she wasn't in the same sort of faith as you, right? She was Catholic.
she was Orthodox.
Orthodox, okay.
Same as me, but me, I really wouldn't know how to preach that to her, like the afterlife. Like, I'll be straight up, but not sort of
Have the full answer there.
the full answer.
Okay.
I wouldn't know how to say it properly.
Mm.
So, anyways, Goose used to come over. 1, 2, 3, we'll talk here and there, and we just agree, discuss about God and whatnot. And it was one night, I think we went to church.
Mm.
Yeah, one Sunday we went to church, and Pastor Mansell, he told Joey, I want to come over to George and Geraldine's place. Hey, just come see him. You know, I was like, Joey told me, I'm like, yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
he's always 100% doors open for him, you know. Anything for God's word, the doors are always open. And he came over, we spoke, like, and when Mum realised that he was over, Mum realised who his mum was.
Okay.
Yeah, she was a friend of Mum's.
That's it.
Yeah. So,
All right.
Yeah, what a small world, huh?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, we got to talking. Mum held the kids, and me, Geraldine, Joey, and Pastor Mansell sat, was talked 1, 2, 3. Then Juju told him about that, about anxiety and whatnot.
About life after death, what's going to happen after we die, all that sort of stuff.
All her life her life issues, or anxiety, depression she went through. And Mansell told her, he put in ways I can never do it.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
God bless him.
Very articulate.
It was great. I wish one day I can have that sort of skill, you know?
Mate, it comes. It
Yeah,
comes.
it
That's
does.
years of study there, bro.
Oh,
But he articulated it well.
Yeah.
He told her it in the way she understood it.
Yep. And that night, me and Geraldine got saved.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool,
We
bro.
got saved that night.
And what happened there? What sort of changed your life from that point?
From there,
Because what was different? Like, let's break it down. Let's make it as simple as possible. What changed? What was you said you grew up in the Christian faith. You said you grew up in the Orthodox household. What was it about that point that changed your life?
Changed, I'd say what changed it, I wasn't living for God,
Mm.
you know?
It was all head knowledge.
It was head knowledge, yeah, correct?
Okay.
But I wasn't living for Him. It was just like, I am Christian.
Okay.
I was labelled. Just labelled, you know?
Yeah.
There's a difference. What was the thing that Joey said? There's a difference of knowing and knowing someone,
Yeah.
you know?
There's a difference between like knowing who they are
Yeah.
and actually having a relationship with them.
Yes, correct. So from there, then Joey introduced us into the Bible study group that we're doing.
Yep.
The
Discipleship course and all that.
discipleship course, yes, which we had to hold for Corona
Months on end
issues.
because of Corona.
Oh, it really does have a
It
hold
took a
on my
hold.
heart, but
It took a hold.
I'm just aching to go back into it.
Yeah.
Then from that night, just I felt my wife different.
Mm.
You know, that she was certain that she was saved and she knows what's going to happen. So that was like the biggest relief on herself. And I was very happy.
Mm.
I was very happy that anxiety of her,
Her depression, her anxiety
is gone.
completely.
Yeah, it's gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And how about you? What did it feel like within yourself?
For me, because, I don't know, since I got married, okay, how can I put it? I wasn't too certain, like, how to be a father,
Mm.
you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. You know, like, all right, I'll see my father, and I'll try to replicate that, you know?
Yeah. 100%.
But I grew up in a house of boys, no
Yep.
girls.
And now you got two
now
girls.
I've got 2 daughters. I have no clue what to do. So it got me on that one. But I pray every day to God, tell him, God, give me that guidance for my kids,
Yeah.
and for my family every day. Because I don't know myself. I don't know how to do it. But with God, I wouldn't know how to do it.
And I think that's the beautiful part about finally giving everything over to God
Yeah.
and being a Christian.
Yes.
I mean, no matter how long you've been a Christian for,
Yep.
how smart you might be or whatever, Christianity changes it
Yeah,
because
100%.
you're no longer taking things on your own.
100%.
You're literally saying,
Yeah.
God, take
God,
it.
take it.
You just direct me.
Take everything and just direct me.
And how's that changed your fatherhood sort of?
The best.
Yeah,
The best.
yeah.
My wife takes care of the kids all day. She feeds them, changes them, bathes them. They all come back to me.
So you get the fun time while she gets all the work.
Oh, it's the best. She looks at him like, I'm here, hello. Oh, it's the best. Oh, when I come home running, they scream at dad. Oh, it's the best feeling ever.
I think your phone's going off there, mate.
Oh, I'll call him back.
Look at that, bro.
I know, see?
We're trying to be professional here. Your phone starts.
See what I mean? See what I mean?
Come on, bro.
Just throw it outside. Good thing I was enjoying.
So, how many months ago was that when you guys got saved?
I was, if I'm not wrong, early last year.
Early last year,
I'd say.
bro. I remember Goose texting us, going, "Bro, they got saved. This that."
Yeah.
We went nuts, bro. We lost it. We couldn't believe it. We were jumping up and down.
That
And
was the best.
I remember saying to Goose, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep.
I told Goose, look, we rip into you all the time for going to George's house. It was a good joke.
That was the best.
100%.
I'm starting.
But I said to him, I go, bro, you were persistent and consistent. Like, there wasn't a week where he didn't come over.
A day.
There wasn't a day he didn't come over and witness to you guys.
Yeah.
Right? There wasn't a day where he didn't open up the Bible with you or answer a question or pray for you guys. And I think that is a great example of what it means to be a real Christian, wanting to evangelize the gospel and spread the gospel, right?
Yeah, 100%, man.
Because he saw you too. He saw your family. Instantly, for some reason, you guys connect again. Like you said, you guys weren't friends during school.
Yeah.
Like, you weren't that close. But after school, you guys connect like that.
Yeah.
And he just keeps going.
Yeah.
Every single week, just keeps going, keeps giving you the gospel. And I remember saying to him, I go, it's chipping away. It's slowly chipping, bro. It's just slowly. And then
That's amazing.
and then out of nowhere, just bang,
God's work.
it happens.
God's work, buddy.
And mate, God changes an entire family,
Like,
bro.
growing up with mum and her friends in church, like they're oldies.
Yeah.
There was hardly anyone my own age.
Yeah.
Because they're all younger. I was pretty much the oldest one in the youth group.
Mm.
And over the years, I don't know, it's just faded away that little period of mine.
Yeah.
Probably, I grew up like I'd say from early teens, probably from 8 to 15,
Okay.
I'd say, if I'm not wrong. I grew up with that, and I don't know, it just wasn't as exciting, like every time we'd go and whatnot. But you're just there for...
You're there because where's bet?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
But
sorry, for our non-Arabic listeners, where's bet is like just for the sake of doing it because you have to do it.
Yeah.
Right? I keep forgetting.
anyways, I could tell, like, in God's work-wise, I wasn't interested in that group.
Okay.
They came and put me with your group.
Uh-huh.
Like, everyone is my age. Everyone gets along with each other.
Yep.
Best thing ever Goose ever introduced me to.
Yeah.
Like, when I met you guys, the best thing ever.
Well, when
No
we met
regret
you
on
guys,
that.
was the best thing ever,
When
bro.
I met you, it was the
100%.
best thing ever.
And when did we meet? It was around that time frame, right? I don't think Pastor Mansour had come over yet.
No, not yet. It was the first time I went to church.
Yeah. So the
It
first
was,
time you came to
we
church.
You had that.
Mother's Day?
It was a Mother's Day.
It was like a
Had that lunch after.
after a
Yes.
baptism service
Yes,
or something
it
like
was-
that.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
He came for a baptism. Joe was like, come see his baptism. And the missus was keen. Like, she wanted to see how the baptisms would go. I was like, yeah, nice, let's go. So when I met you guys, and no turning back.
No turning back, bro. I met you guys that day. I was like,
I'll never forget what the day I met you.
why?
Is this Brad Pitt?
You're crazy, bro. No chance. I mean, I'll take it on camera, but no chance.
Oh, that was the best.
That was so funny,
That was
bro.
the
I
best.
remember
Like,
that. But I
You
remember
had me laughing for 2 months.
2 months.
For 2 months, I was just in my head. I'm just laughing at this kid, Ray. Oh, best thing ever. I finally get to meet Brad Pitt. I'm like, hey, what this guy talk about me at church?
You're crazy, bro. Man, I remember Goose coming up to me saying, all right, I want you to come meet George and Geraldine. I go, yeah, no worries. All good, all good. But secretly, I'm thinking to myself, I hope I hate him. I hope I hate him just so I can be right. And I was so wrong, bro.
What do you do?
I loved you guys. And then I came over a couple of weeks later.
Yeah.
You guys had a massive barbecue at your place.
Typical.
Typical Saturday night for you guys.
That's the missus. She loves that.
Yeah?
She loves that. entertainment with people, you know?
Bro, there's
Bring
never,
all the friends together. It's the best thing
there's
ever.
never a day when there isn't someone at your house.
But the best thing, one day I hope, that all leads to that everyone comes to Christ.
And that's the thing, bro.
That's the best thing.
That's the massive thing, right? Is that evangelism's different, right? Like for Goose, it was constantly coming over, and you guys opened the door to that.
Annoyingly, constantly coming over. Wales are.
But then you guys have this opportunity now where you've got an open home for people to come over and just hear the word.
Yeah.
Because that first night I came over, Goose had told everyone before I had gotten there that I got into a massive car
Oh,
accident.
mate, your stories were going everywhere.
Yeah, like he had already told that
Yeah.
story, and a lot of your mates had heard his version of it, and they asked, "Can we hear
Your version.
what happened?"
Oh, that was...
It was one of the boys. I don't remember who it was. It might have been Melky or Andrew, but one of the boys had asked me, and I go, "Yeah, no worries." So I started telling him the story, and
Probably Andrew. If I'm
I
not wrong.
maybe either way, I'm telling the story to him, and then I look to my left, and someone's listening. I go, "Okay, no worries," and then you were there, and
That was Chris's cousin, if I'm not wrong.
yeah, and
Yeah,
then
yep.
before I knew it, the whole crew is just sitting there listening
Yeah,
to this story, and I was like,
Wow, you know, so I could see that.
I didn't even
I
know
can see
this.
right now in my head.
I didn't even know this. I was looking around, and Goose is looking at me from the back. He's at the back
Yeah.
of the group. He goes, "Keep going, keep going." I go, "All right." So I'm telling this story, and it was a beautiful moment because we got to show what God does. We got to show how God changes
You
lives.
can't say that's God's work.
What-
What happened to you is
Bro, that's the thing, is that when you look at a situation like that, you can't say anything else,
exactly.
right? And not even the situation itself, like what happened that night, but the aftermath
Yeah.
of people from church coming to help out, people showing their love for God and their love for me through what they did,
Yep.
you know, providing, helping. And I think that when people see that type of love, when people see that type of connection in Christ, they see something different.
Yeah.
And I think that was what you guys saw when you guys came to our church, right?
Yeah.
You saw that different connection there.
Yeah. It's what I love about it, it's our age group. And everyone's just really welcoming and all bubbly, and I love that kind of group.
Yeah, honestly, that was the thing for me as well. I mean, I grew up in a Catholic household, and I remember the first time going to church at FBC, I was 5. I was 5 years old, and we walk into this Sunday school, and this Sunday school was packed out with
Yeah.
kids. I was like,
Yeah.
you
This is
know,
your thing.
I'm not sitting in a church service. I was in Sunday school,
Yeah.
like classroom setting, learning about God, this, that. And it shows how important the personal connection is there,
Yeah.
you know?
Correct.
And as Christians, it shows us how important it is just to walk up to someone and say hello when they're at church,
Yeah.
you know?
Something that small can change someone's life. Just going up to someone and say hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that what it was for you guys? Because it wasn't just me and Stat that came and
No,
said hi to you guys,
No,
right?
it was everyone, the whole group. You,
Really?
who else was Jihad and his missus and all, like, pretty much, I would say probably 90% of you guys.
Dead set.
Yeah, yeah.
Because then you guys started coming to Elevate every now and then. You came
Yeah.
to a couple of sessions
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
and people just ended up loving you guys. And I remember
Oh,
people
we
kept
love you
coming up
guys.
to me. They go, "Oh, who are they?" I go, "They're Goose's mates." Oh, George and
Yeah.
he went and told the whole world,
No,
bro, and it was
apparently
beautiful.
my daughter Grace is the star at church.
Really? She's running around? But I guess what I'm trying to get at is that the work of one guy really being consistent with the gospel,
Yeah.
followed by his friends and family nurturing and showing the love of Christ, can make a massive impact.
And I don't know why this just came in my head right now when Pastor Mansell was over. Mum was saying a story to him, like about her testimony.
Yeah.
And she mentioned she was at a funeral
Okay.
at our church.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
And I'm pretty sure they were in the hall.
Yeah, the
Having-
auditorium.
Probably having probably a feed afterwards after.
Oh, okay, in the
ceremony.
basketball court, yep.
I have no idea. Then she mentioned to Pastor Mansell that she went into church, into the auditorium, got on her knees and started crying, praying that her kids end up here.
Dead set.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever told you that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think I've ever told you that.
Let's
And,
go back there then.
When Joey heard that, this is what Mum was telling her testimony. And I didn't know that either.
Really?
Yeah. Like Pastor Mansell was telling her where the church was and whatnot. And it's like, no way, is that it there? Oh my goodness. I cried. I was on my knees crying, praying that God stays with the children, guides them, and they come to this church and whatnot. Look what happened.
How many years ago was that?
I wouldn't know. I have no clue.
Because it would have been a while before that, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So it was a while.
Yeah,
It
100%. 100%.
Okay. Well, there's another avenue
Yeah,
there. So
yeah.
Stuff Goose and us, bro.
Yeah.
You got a mother
Yeah.
literally on her knees
Yeah.
praying that God
Yeah.
directs her children.
Yeah.
And mate,
Now look how God works.
look how he
Look
answers
how it
prayer.
works.
That is
And,
insane.
What's how can I put it? There's no way to put it. I can't think of the way to put it. Like,
Bro, I'm
it leaves
I'm
you
in
speechless,
shock.
you know?
Yeah.
The way that happened is 1 in a million.
No, well, 100%. And you say 1 in a million,
Yep.
and it feels like 1 in a
Yeah.
million. But really, what she was doing there is exactly what God tells us to do in the Bible. Every
Yeah.
single time we read it, it's just get on your knees and pray. I'll take care of the rest.
That's it. And that I've plenty of life experience with that.
And bro, she had faith. She had
Yeah.
faith that it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like you think about it, bro. She's kneeling in this church that she doesn't
The first time being there.
know
well.
from a bar of soap. She just felt God's spirit there. She knew that it was the right place. Praise that God sends her children there, and then before you know it,
I know. Bam.
bam,
I met you.
the rest is history. But that's awesome because, bro, you think about that as well. That's going to have generational impact.
Yes,
right?
correct.
Her prayer for you guys to go to church, it's affecting you. But it's going to affect your daughters. It's going to affect their families and their families. And that's why, as Christians, we can't take our prayer lives for granted.
Yes, correct.
We really need to be
Correct.
down on our knees because that wasn't the only time she prayed. She was praying all your
Oh
life.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And our prayer lives can do something crazy. How old are you, sorry?
Me, I'm 26.
So you were 25 when you came to church?
Yes.
25?
Yes, I
Bro,
believe
she's
so.
been praying for 25 years, man.
Yeah.
And it worked. That's huge. That's awesome.
Patience, huh?
Mate, that's
Patience.
awesome.
Patience.
That's big. Well, bro, patience is huge. I mean, we were praying for my grandfather after my family started getting saved one by one.
Yep.
They were praying for my grandfather for 5-6 years, and he finally came to Christ after that. It felt like it was impossible.
Amazing, huh?
And then I remember him coming up to me after a church service. I was only 10 or 11. He came up to me. He goes, I became a Christian today. And I just stood there and I was like, this guy hates this stuff.
Yeah.
What's he talking about? It just shows God can
No,
really
God's
change a
work
life,
is
bro.
Unbelievable, man. God's work is unbelievable.
He can change lives.
I
man.
don't question it.
It's unreal. It's unreal. But another way we know you, speaking of small worlds, you know our mates. Who? From the market.
Oh, Alex,
bro.
Oh my god, those guys, I love them.
When
I love those guys.
When they found out that we were hanging out with you, they're like, okay, what is going on now?
Oh, that kid kills me. He kills me. Alex, every time I see him in the market, what's Goose doing over? Tell me to go home. Does he sleep there?
So, what do you explain that story to me?
Oh, Maddie and Alex, the mates of brother David, Danny, when they started business in the market, one thing led to another. Hi there, hi here. You know how it is. You just say hi to your brother's mates. Anyways, then I'm pretty sure I had a background information about Alex being born again. I was like, oh, that's nice. Like, Mum's born again.
Okay.
I was young. So yeah, that's like very nice in the market. Like, can't believe in the market. Everyone's,
Market's a different place.
Oh yeah, it's a whole different place. You
Talk
gotta have.
to me about the markets, bro. What's it like?
If you don't got the mentality for the market, you're not made for it.
It's different.
No, it's very hard.
Because you guys work through the night.
Yeah,
That's
we
crazy.
start 11:30 at night. So when you get to bed, I'm gonna work.
That's it.
And we'll stretch it to sometimes, if I'm lucky, come home 10:30.
Dead.
Very lucky 9:30. Well, that's 1 in a million. But usually it's around 12 o'clock.
And so what? It's just stocking, packing,
It's just
trucks.
well, me and my brothers and my father. Everyone has their own role, and we all work as in we're 4 people each person.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how hard and intense our work is. But thank God everything's in good hands. You know, we're all good. We're on top of our work. But you got your days where it gets a bit hard.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard, stock wise, and like right now as we speak, we had to cut all our orders.
Yeah,
in
bro.
half.
How does
It's
COVID?
terrible.
How does COVID affect that, man? That
Well,
would
when
be
COVID
huge.
first hit, the first wave was unbelievable. Unbelievable. We had a set week. Like Tuesday's a calm day. Thursday's also a calm day. We had flat stick all week.
Really?
I had deliveries every day.
That's
Like, it was like I almost had like 4 hours sleep a day.
far
Yeah,
out.
it was very intense.
Full on.
Yeah, full on. And the thing that really ticked me in a way, that with this panic buying that everyone was doing, prices were skyrocketing.
Yeah.
Like a box of, let's say box of broccoli would have got $30. It hit $80.
Dead set.
Like, and the bunch will come this big.
You're kidding.
Like, are these people for real? These people for real? Like,
Wow,
relax,
that's like 150%.
relax. We have enough produce here.
Yeah.
Like, we've been feeding for God knows how long. And yeah, like, people just a bit silly with the panic buying. And yeah, it had an effect on us.
Wow.
But a good effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a very busy effect. We got hammered.
It's good for business. So you said that the markets, you have to be a very special type of person. What type of person do you have to be?
Everyone's crazy there.
Yeah?
Everyone's a nut job there.
Okay.
Like, everyone's always cranky and all this stuff. Like, if you're always cranky coming to work, what are you bother for?
Listen, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. They're working at 1 a.m.
Well,
like, you know what I mean?
Well, if they don't like it, get another. I'm fine.
Go get another job.
Or they need God.
That's it.
One or the other.
Well, mate, that's what happened to you guys, right?
Yeah.
So you need to be this type of person in the market. You know Alex and Matt are Christians.
Yeah.
Does that change your perception of them, or does that make you more curious about wanting to talk to them? What's it do there?
What's it do? Makes me think how he's got the mentality to handle business like that.
Okay.
With people like that.
Uh-huh.
It's unbelievable.
Really?
He knows how to do it. He's stressed. Like, Alex, you're unbelievable, man. You're unbelievable. Like, all this stress and you don't even say a swear word or anything. You just, like, God's got him under control.
Really?
Like,
so
as much as you want to.
That testimony really did.
Like, that place
Yeah.
really takes you to that place. Like, it really wants to get the anger out of you. But, as we learn as Christians, anger is not for us.
And, mate, so that testimony, you just saw that.
Yeah. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen Alex. He's about to lose it. Like, any second, he's going to swing at someone.
I love it. But how about you? Has that changed you now at the workplace?
Me,
being a Christian?
always at the workplace with me. Always love it. Everyone's got a happy face around me, you know? I always love that. If you got a cranky face, just, I don't care about you, you know? I don't care. Like, you and your issues, they're not my problem.
You're a very positive person.
They're not my problem. I don't care. Like, tell me your issues.
I got to get this broccoli on the truck.
Hey, guess where he comes out for you, buddy. Get out of my
I got to get this broccoli on the truck. Don't you dare ruin my night. I love it.
But yeah, I've come across many cranky people, and some people just they make me question.
Yeah.
They make me question.
Yeah.
But me, I always stay patient. I've always been under the pump. I've always realized, always told myself, listen, you're always going to get the work done. Just do it.
I like it.
Just do the work. It's going to get done. No matter how it's going to get done, it's going to get done.
Okay.
But
so when those things come across, then like the things that make your life harder, the things that frustrate you,
I just got to do it.
it's just got to get
I
done.
just got to do it.
I
No
love
matter
it.
how, like, I've like recently, God's blessed us with the module in the market, the warehouse, and that was his work, by the way. I'll get to that story soon. So 10 years I've been working in this little section in the market.
Okay.
Like, I had to fiddle around with 8 different items. Like how can I put it? I got my deliveries to do.
Yep.
And I got my brother's stuff to do.
Yep.
And all the empty stock, all the leftover stuff, all of that is all jammed in with one spot.
Okay.
Okay?
So you got to separate.
And I've got to separate it all.
Yeah.
And that takes at least half an hour to do.
Okay.
So that's half an hour of my time gone.
Yeah.
And I never used to stress about it because beforehand I used to sort of get everything prepped up in its line. That way it's sort of easier for them, easier for me when I come back out, which is never easier for me when I come back out because they just dump.
Yeah.
So I've adapted over 10 years to do it.
Okay.
Like, to sort out everything in a proper way. And we got used to it because at first everything was by hand. I used to do everything by hand. No forklift, just everything by hand. Stacked. And,
That's full on.
yeah, it's full on. Like, I used to stack pallets like to the roof, and I was this big. But over the years, I've seen God's blessing within our business.
Yeah.
From what we were to what we are now is unbelievable. And after we got saved, and we started doing discipleship, we got to this part in the book where prayer, how easy prayer is. And for me, I'll say the best verse in the Bible that I love the most is John 14:6. Yeah. How's it go again?
I'm the way, the truth,
I am
and
the
the
way,
life.
the truth, the life. Yeah.
No man comes to the Father but by
Yes.
me.
Argue me with that. Your point is invalid. Argue me with that. Your point is invalid to me.
My,
Okay?
my favorite verse is different, but you're right.
Do not.
That's powerful.
Okay?
Yeah.
That is the only way to God and the only way. What was the other one I just opened up before I came here in the disciple book? Romans, what was it? I'm pretty sure I read it down here.
Go for it.
Romans 10:13. Whoever shall call upon my name shall be saved.
And they just changed your life, those two verses, huh?
Yes. How easy is that?
Yeah.
You call upon his name, you're saved.
Well, do you think about it this way? This is how I always look at it. When Christ came to earth, when Jesus came to earth, who did he choose as his disciples?
The worst people.
For the most part. For
Oh.
the most part, you got tax collectors
Yeah.
and you got tradies.
Yeah.
Tradies. Like fishermen, carpenters. They're not considered the highest level of society back then. He wanted it to be simple.
Yes.
He wanted his gospel to be simple. And I think we, as people, have
Complex.
complicated it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why?
Made it complex.
Why?
For what purpose? And that's why people grow up getting confused by it.
Yes. Correct.
When you strip it back to what it actually is, it's Jesus is the way to heaven.
That's it.
Accept him.
That's it.
That's
How
it.
simple is that? Christianity is so simple. Like people freak out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people do freak out.
I love that. Christianity is so simple,
Yeah.
people freak out
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And there's another thing Goose came across. What was it? It just came flying past my head. I can't remember now. Anyways, I'll get back to it. When it comes
Yeah, we'll
back.
get back to it. But yeah, you're right. The complexity of Christianity is our fault.
Yes.
It needs to be simple.
Yes. Correct.
We can try to be fancy with big words,
Yeah.
this, that. It's not the point. He just wants you to come, believe, and accept.
Yeah. And
That's
it came across prayer life. How simple it is to pray.
Yeah.
You don't need these fancy words and whatnot to pray. Like that was me before. Right? I never knew how to pray.
Yep.
Joe was like, it's so simple. Just talk to him. Talk as if he's like your best mate. Talk to him.
I love it when he says it too, because if you've ever been in a class with Joey, he sits there and he's like, what's wrong with you? It's simple.
Yeah.
Just pray.
That's it.
That's it. Just
How
talk
easy
to
is
him.
that?
And I love it because he's so
Yeah.
right. And he's
Yeah.
like, guys,
And,
what are you complicating it for?
Stat told us this story once he was in the farm. And when he went to this open little hill section, all alone, all abandoned, and he just sat and talked to God. Like, bro, how'd you talk to him? Like, hey, just talk to him.
Yeah.
So from there, I picked it up. Just talk to him.
Just talk to him.
Just saying thank you, this,
Yeah.
that. It's like, listen, Joe was like to me, if you need anything, ask him.
That's it.
Ask and he'll deliver. And I've seen that.
Yeah.
I've asked and he has delivered.
That's it, bro.
Like the week before the Christmas week. Christmas week in the market is chaos. It is chaos. It's crazy. If you ever come, you will never keep up.
Okay.
You'll never keep up. And for me, I'm stressing. I'm already stressing. Weeks before Christmas Eve and New Year.
You've circled that day?
I already see it happening.
Oh,
Right?
no.
I already see
Yeah.
it happening. Then I was like, you know what? Don't stress. Pray for it. I was like, you know what? God, give me strength. Give me the wisdom. Because I need it.
Okay.
Okay? Because I know for myself, I'm going to be way behind.
Yeah.
Way behind.
Yeah.
Like my orders are in the thousands. Mine are a couple of tens, 20s, thousands.
Okay.
I was like, so I prayed for it. I kept praying for 1 week. The Saturday of that week, before Christmas week, we get some guy comes to my brother, come look at my warehouse. I'm like, what? It didn't hit me till Monday. On that following Monday, the Christmas week, that I had forgotten that I asked God. I need strength and wisdom and help that week. So he gave me the warehouse.
He just put it in your lap.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And life is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So easy.
If you got God on your side.
It is the best.
Yeah, man.
That warehouse is the best thing ever given.
Wow, bro.
It was unbelievable. Like, fight it. Like anyone tries to fight with me in this scenario, like don't bother. Do not bother. I got proof. Like when it hit me on that Monday, because I was driving doing deliveries, I was like, hold on a sec. I remember all last week. Like I forgot that I was praying for it. Then when I realized, straight away I started praying.
Wow.
Started telling him, thank you, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think that's something that a lot of us forget to do, right? We spend weeks on end praying for something to happen. God makes it happen. He answers the prayer. But then we forget to thank him for it. And
because you get so
worked up.
You just all worked up around everything around you and all the stress. Stop, relax. It's in his hand.
Yeah.
You know?
And when he does it, thank him for it.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Thank you.
It's unbelievable.
Well, bro, let's wrap this up. And I wrap it up one way. We're still doing it.
I think we could have worked for another hour.
Oh, 100%.
I'm pretty sure.
100%. But we'll save that for episode 2. You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful.
Listen, we're going to keep doing it in 22. Georgie, I send you in a time machine, put you in a DeLorean.
I think it'll be 2025.
No, I'm sending you backwards.
Oh, why?
I want you to go younger.
No, wait.
No, we're going younger. How old are you now? 26?
26.
So 16 years old.
You want me to get younger?
Yeah,
I'll
16
just go
years
straight
old.
for you.
That's it. Send you back in the DeLorean to your 16-year-old self.
I can't remember.
You have to give him one piece of advice. What's the one piece of advice you're giving him?
Should have married her earlier.
That's your piece of advice? How old were you when you got married?
23.
23?
Yeah, I was 23.
And you still want to be younger when you get married to her?
She's too good, man.
That's
She's too good to be true.
Is that because you know she's going to watch this episode?
Yeah. That's well, watching it right now.
Well, there you have it. Marry her earlier. There you go. Well, ladies and gents, that is another episode of Talk to Me. Mate, where can the people find you? Are you online? Can they follow you anywhere?
Not really. I'm not really social.
You're not?
I'm very bad at being social, man. But if they find me, they find me.
Well, like Stat likes to say, you can find him at Faith Baptist Church, Sydney. So I guess that's where they can find you. Done.
You can find me there as well.
Well, ladies and gents, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You follow all of our social medias. Yeah. Comment in the comment section below. Let us know if we should stop.
Let us know if we've done better than Goose.
Or if we should keep it going. That's it, mate. Yeah. Well, ladies and gents, I'm Ray. This is George, mate. Ray. Thank you for talking to me, my friend.
Thank you.
Love you, mate.